What usually holds most people back from seeing quick muscle growth results is an inappropriate diet. Most people underestimate the importance of eating right. The truth is that eating the right way is at least as important, if not more important, than exercising the right way. So let's break down what you need to eat in order to see the best and quickest results in your physique. The traditional way of first bulking and then cutting, basically first eating as much as you can and consuming as many calories as possible, and then eating way less than you normally would in order to lose all that fat that you gained during the bulking, is stupid. Because this way, when you're bulking, you're gonna look fat. And when you're cutting, you're gonna look skinny. You're gonna gain a lot of fat in your waist and belly area. And then when you cut, you're gonna lose a lot of muscle in the progress. Most of us are aiming for a physique that looks something like this. If you do the traditional way of first bulking and then cutting, you're gonna be pending between looking like this and this. Lean bulking basically means bulking with healthy food that is rich in protein but low in unhealthy fats and sugar. So, like I said, what you should be eating are foods that have a high amount of protein but a low amount of bad fats and sugar. For example, stuff like fish, nuts, beans, eggs, clean meat are things that you should be eating. On the other hand though, sweets, fried food, cheese, highly sugared cereal, those are things that you should avoid as much as possible. And yes, this means no fast food or little to no fast food, even though burgers and pizza are rich in protein, but they come with a lot of bad fats. Instead of tracking calories like you would do in the traditional way of bulking, what you should be tracking instead is proteins. Tracking calories is pretty useless anyways, because not all calories are equal. Eating 3,000 calories of ice cream is not the same as eating 3,000 calories worth of fish or clean meat. It's much better to track the proteins. You should aim for 150 grams of protein every day. So make sure you track the proteins of everything that you eat and add it up in your head until you reach 150 grams of protein. For example, if you're like in a restaurant, you have a dish in front of you, let's say it's something basic like chicken and rice. You just Google how much protein does chicken have, how much protein does rice have, and you more or less calculate how many grams of food you will have in your plate, and then you add it up. As long as you eat 150 grams of protein, it doesn't really matter when you eat it. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't really matter, or it doesn't make a difference if you consume proteins after you work out or not. So it's up to you how you distribute those 150 grams of protein throughout the day. What I do personally is I stretch out the meals as far as possible throughout the day. So I will eat my first meal within 1 or 2 hours of waking up, and my last meal 2 hours or so before I go to sleep. And then my second meal, I eat it like 4 hours before my last meal and 4 hours after my first meal. That way I still have appetite to eat my second meal and my third meal. So a normal day of eating for me would look like this. I would wake up and like within an hour or so, I would make myself 2 sandwiches of ham and make sure it all adds up to around 50 grams of protein. For my second meal, I just eat something regular, like a regular dish. Let's say like fish and vegetables or rice and chicken. But I make sure it has at least 50 grams of protein as well. And finally, my last meal, so to say, is a self-made protein shake. I just put like a pack of, almonds or some other nut in my blender, and I put some like yogurt and some soy milk, and it all adds up to 50 grams of protein. And then I just put some bananas, some frozen fruit, and some honey for the taste, and I drink it. And that's my last meal for the day. 50 grams of protein as well. So you see, I distribute my meals and my proteins evenly throughout the day. For me personally, it's the most comfortable way to consume these proteins. So it's up to you what you do, but I can recommend this way is 100%. It's for me, it works, so up to you. If you apply all of this and combine this with effective exercise, you will see the best results you've ever seen in your physique. That's at least what happened to me. Take care, bro.